Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Today we're going to talk about setting effective fitness goals. Oh my goodness. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, owner of PutYourselfFirst.com, and founder of Team Power Blast. And I'm also a health and fitness coach who has helped thousands of people get success on their health and fitness journey. You see, I used to struggle with my weight way back when, and I had a major moment in my life where depression set in after I lost my wife in a car crash, and realized that when life is spinning out of control, really, what are the things that you can control? So I decided to start putting myself first and learning many things along the way by empowering oneself, and getting healthy and fit was part of it. And since then, I've just devoted myself to helping others improve their lives. So I'm paying forward to you, and that's why I created this podcast. And so today, let's talk about goals. I know a lot of times people just kind of think about, the New Year's resolution things. And, these eluded me for years because a lot of times they ended up just being wishes, right? And I know you have big dreams and you only have so much time each day, and you got to prioritize, decide which goals are the most important for you and which ones need to be put on hold. You can't do it all. So let's say, hypothetically, that you come to the realization that your health and fitness is important. That's your goal. And putting off the exercise until someday is just not going to cut it. Oh my gosh, I think of all the times that it was just like someday, and I would think I'm going to go away to fat camp, or I'm going to get liposuction, or I'm going to magically starve myself for a while and lose all this weight. It was just weird little things. And you know what? It just kind of mind chatter over the years that I've battled. But you know what? You decide one of your top goals that you're going to do is going to focus on fitness. And that's where your mind starts spinning. And that's what happened to me. Can I do this? Can I commit to it? When do I have the time? Is it going to be hard? Am I going to be sore? What if I fail? When should I start? Oh my gosh, there's a holiday coming up. Oh, well, maybe after that birthday, or maybe I should wait. We create all this little drama fest. I know when I started, I started the week before Easter, and that very next weekend was a big, huge Easter buffet or Easter fest dinner or whatever it was going to be. But I didn't let that stop me. See, when I was 38, I was at a crossroad, and I kept dabbling at this fitness thing for years, no results. And I just found myself moving backwards. You really can't, it boiled down to a lot of it was eating, but I wasn't exercising regularly, and you can't you can't work out, however I want to say it, outwork a bad diet, I guess is what I'm saying. But I just kept getting more and more fat, more and more frustrated. I was turning to larger clothes or elastic waistbands to make things more comfortable, oversized sweatshirts to hide my gut and to make myself feel good. As a matter of fact, I put on one of the sweatshirts the other day, and I was just drowning in it. I was proud of the sweatshirt because I really liked it, but it just proved to me how far I came when I eventually set goals. And when I made that decision to become healthy and fit, I needed to step out of my comfort zone, and I needed to silence that brain chatter of I'm too busy, I have no time, I'm too impatient, I'm too lazy, it's all or nothing. And I needed to just stop the excuses, and just those excuses of not putting in the time or the effort, because really, if it was going to be, it was up to me. And I just knew, I didn't know at the time, but I decided that I'm just going to do this one day at a time. And I really didn't want to waste my time starting and going through an exercise program and just trying to guess my way through some things, just randomly. Maybe it was joining a gym, or I'm going to go running. I wasn't a runner, so who am I kidding? Or I'm just going to make use of those dumbbells that I gotten. It was kind of like a makeshift gym that I had of an old It wasn't quite a Bowflex gym of any sort. But anyway, I set a specific goal. I said I was determined I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 90 days. Why I chose 20 pounds? The reason why was 20 pounds, probably a little bit more than that, but 20 pounds took me back to about 13 years prior, where I really felt comfortable. I felt confident. I felt healthy. I felt fit. And I'm like, I want to get back to that. I want my body back. And I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it and just commit to following a 90-day plan. Now, I'd bought this program. The program was called Power 90. Some of you may know it, and you may know my story. But I tried it, and I tried to tweak it, and I just failed at it because I was trying to do it my own way and skip moves and stuff like that. And so I wanted to prove this system worked, because I was very skeptical. And when I was done, I ended up losing 25 pounds. I just trusted the process, and all I did was I just showed up one day at a time, okay? But without having a goal and a reason why, I just found myself spinning my wheels year after year. And really, my why was simple. I just wanted to feel happy, confident, and fit, and I wanted to avoid diabetes. I saw what it was doing to my family. I saw many of my relatives with unhealthy habits, and I didn't want to go in that direction. And I knew that there's got to be a way to be in control of this and not be a victim. So when it comes to setting goals, there's certain elements that good goals have in common, and these are things I've learned over the years. It wasn't like I came right out of the gate and like, I'm doing this goal setting thing, but that's what makes me a coach, to be able to help you to kind of shorten that learning curve if you're in the same place I was. So make sure that they're clear and specifically defined, okay? So you've got to be, in order for it to be successful, your goals have to be clearly defined. So instead of saying, hey, I want to tone up and lose weight, where I hear that a lot, you put down, I want to lose 35 pounds and run a half marathon within 6 months. There's a goal that's specific and is focused. The next thing is make it achievable in a given time frame. So that's what you have there. It's important to put a deadline on your goal. Otherwise, it just remains wishes. It remains that someday thing. And someday is not a time frame. So a goal without a deadline puts no pressure on you to accomplish it. Think about that with any of your work or any of the other things that you've ever wanted to accomplish. Really, if there's never a deadline, you just don't get it. You'll get around to it maybe, But if company's coming over and you want that house clean by the weekend, you're getting on it, right? So that's the next thing. Next thing is be committed to steady progress. This means discipline and consistency. Showing up every day with your workout, showing up every day to get your exercise and workout done, and maybe putting in one rest and recovery day. Eventually, this becomes a habit, but at the beginning, I didn't realize that. I looked at it and went, 6 days a week? Are you kidding me? And I tried to tweak it. That's where I failed. I was just trying to get around it, and it ended up not being a habit. It ended up to me being me not doing it. So, show up every day, and that's what I started doing. I got out a calendar, and my goal was just to get my workout done, eat as healthy as I could, and then put an X on the calendar saying I showed up. I was keeping it simple. I wasn't even getting on the scale all that much. I think I weighed myself before and weighed myself after. I took 30-day pictures, and I measured my benchmarks, or measured my progress by belt loop notches, okay? So do a variety of workouts each day that get you closer to your goal, and follow a plan. Stop guessing what workout to do each day. I think I've gotten on my soapbox a lot through this podcast and through my blog about that. Have a set schedule and specific exercises that you do. If you're going to the gym, or you're out there running, or you're biking, or whatever, have a set schedule to do it, what it is that you're going to do that day. On the calendar, just follow a plan. And even when it comes to eating, I had a general plan of what to do, and I kind of struggled with it a little bit. Now I've got nutrition plans that are a little bit easier, and I figured some things out. But if you keep it to lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, good carbs. You're going to, and avoid sodas, drink water, have hydration a lot. You're going to be a lot better that way. Now, this next one, I'm going to talk about flexibility. Be flexible, but be driven, okay? Your goals have to be flexible because you're going to have to adjust. Life's going to throw you curves, and you're going to have to adjust your workout schedule, or you might possibly miss a day or two because you got sick or you tweak something or whatever, or maybe there was a unforeseen incident at work. You always need to get back into the game, though, and stay the course, okay? Don't let that take you out of the game. It's just, I'm a little bit flexible. Next thing is to make your goals achievable and realistic. And when you identify goals that are important to you, you begin to figure out a way that you can make them come true, and that's what happened to me. When I came across, so I started working out. We had Easter there, and then we had this Mother's Day brunch we were always going to. I needed to figure out a plan of attack, what I was going to do when that time came, or when this other event was going to happen. And I said to my wife, okay, we're going to be going away for the weekend or for the day. When am I going to get my workout done? That's my high priority. I'm doing this. And so that's what I wanted to do. So that being realistic about what you want to achieve is another thing. And I was kind of in a fog about that because at the beginning, I wasn't sure what I was going to achieve. I just decided to show up, trust the process, and see what happened, and prove to myself that I could push into bigger things and that I could do it. And once I did that, once I proved that to myself, the ceiling was lifted to other things. Eventually, like starting and completing P90X, for example, was a good example. I mean, I was scared to death to try that program, but I was on my way already, proving to myself that I could set a goal and I could push toward it and stay consistent to achieve it. Why not try that and do it? It's going to be hard initially, sure. And there's probably a learning curve to these things. So don't let yourself off the hook just because initially it seems hard or scary. And there have been things that I've tried. Insanity Asylum. Oh my gosh, intimidation factor. But I pushed myself to do it. I know there's always a learning curve. I know it's going to take a little bit of time. And that's where it helps to have a coach to help you through it. So the next thing I want to talk about is to challenge yourself. Goals that don't push you, they'll move you sideways, not forward. And that's what you want to do. You want to move yourself forward. Goals that don't push you, they don't get you out of your comfort zone and don't force you to learn new things and difficult lessons, the things that are going to challenge you, to move you to that next one. Excuse me. And it really, it's two key factors to reach any goal: being serious about it and being flexible. And being serious about a goal means that you just take the necessary steps to achieve it. So here's a few more tips. If you're serious, write down your goal and post it somewhere so you're seeing it. Then go and announce it publicly. Get social on it. Whether it's going to be Facebook Live or you're going to announce it to your family or go on Instagram or whatever it is. That's pretty good. I'm going to lose 50 pounds and run a 10K by this time next year. Now you get an audience that cheers you on, helps hold you accountable. You don't want something like, after the holidays, I'm going to lose weight and then I'll be able to do what I want. So vague, right? Another thing is procrastination is not your friend. If you're thinking that you're going to start working toward your goals after the holiday or after school lets out and it's summer or on your birthday or after such and such happens, you're just deluding yourself. Every day you wait is a day wasted. You don't get it back and you don't get to try it again. The day's gone forever. So get busy on it. I have wasted many days, and thankfully I figured it out, and now I get to help others. One more thing about being flexible. It does not mean, just because you're flexible does not mean giving yourself a break or being lazy. It means that you're just getting creative to overcome whatever obstacle and, getting the feedback on it and evaluating evaluating things along the way. So speaking of evaluation, measure and track your progress on a monthly basis. You can do it on a weekly basis. For me, I took pics. I used the tracking sheets for my workout program, and I evaluate your progress. What worked, what didn't, what changes am I going to make next month. That was one of the things, as I got kind of to a plateau, I'm like, well, what change can I do? I avoided vegetables, and Shakeology didn't exist at the time. So I needed the nutrition in there. And so I learned, for the next 30 days, I'm going to add in vegetables into my eating plan. And sure enough, within the first week, I dropped 5 pounds, but I was avoiding them. I hated vegetables. Another thing is to get a coach. These are partners who are aware of your goals. They're also going to be there to offer encouragement. You can talk to them about where you are on your path, your goals, what your progress you've made, what problems you've encountered, figuring out solutions. Also, watch out for negative Nellies, those people that try to bring you down, that even when you start to lose weight, they're like, oh, you're getting too thin, you're doing this, or, oh, that stuff never works, or I try that. The people that don't have any experience, but they're giving you all the advice in the world because they've heard about whatever, don't let them get in the way of your goals. Stick to your plan and make consistent progress. One of Newton's laws of physics is that an object in motion stays in motion while an object at rest stays at rest. You are going to stay in motion, and that's your goal. You don't need to be perfect, just committed. You're going to reach your goals, and then you'll set new ones, and because new possibilities will open up. And I'm not just saying new possibilities for more workouts, different things. It's just lots of life opportunities open up along the way. And I know this podcast, the things I've shared here, it sounds like a lot, but having a goal and getting a plan and then committing to it, that's really the basics. And if you're like I was, you were ready to make you're at a point, you're ready to make a change, you're ready to set goals and commit to reaching your goals to lead a healthy, fulfilling life, I've put together a virtual community, a group of people who are committed to, we're all committed to getting our own results, but we're committed to helping and motivating each other to get results in the group. And we keep it simple, we keep it fun, and we motivate each other along the way. This community, who's it for? It's for someone who needs to get on track, wants to get healthy, wants to get fit. Maybe it's someone who wants to drop a clothing size or two, someone who needs to follow that step-by-step plan to get healthy and fit, somebody that wants to build confidence, somebody that wants to be a part of a supportive group of people on a mission to live a healthy, fulfilling life. That's who that group is for. And that's why I built this community. The community is not for people who are looking for a quick fix, or a person that's not willing to be coached, or who prefers to just go off and do their own thing and guess their way around, or somebody that's not willing to invest in their health, kind of that dabbler. I'll maybe see if it works, but I might not show up. I'm not looking for that type of person. But if you're ready to go, and you're ready to keep it simple, to do the basics, to feel good, to get ready for summer, to keep up with the kids and the adventures, get your energy back, feel good again, please message me, comment below, or send me an email, perrytinsley@gmail.com, and I'm ready to help you formulate a plan to achieve the goals that you're wanting to achieve, and then add you to our community, and I'll coach you every step of the way to become your own success story. That's all I have for this week. I so appreciate you for subscribing and sharing this show with anybody who could benefit. And you know what? If you get over to the iTunes store, do a search for Power Blast Podcast, whether it's the audio or the video version. I so appreciate you giving an honest rating and review. That will help reach more people. You absolutely rock, my friend. Remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.